Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Good evening, everybody. Live from Spartan Yards at Greenbrier East High School. We welcome you to Greenbrier Post 69 American Legion Baseball. Tonight, Post 69 returns home to play a doubleheader against Charleston Post 95. Mark Trump here along with Cam Huffman. And Cam, after a few games on the road, tough night the other night in Beckley, but all in all, again, a competitive game. It just seems like a few mistakes here and there. Both times they played Beckley this year, they've been very competitive.
Yeah, it feels like it's been forever since this team's been at home, and as you said, some tough trips on the road. They did have a good night down at Richwood a few days ago, but overall, they continue to develop. It's kind of the story of summer baseball. You kind of hit and miss with who you have available from game to game against guys that are on vacation or injuries or whatever you're dealing with. So you put out on the field whoever you have and continue to develop those players, and I think it's going exactly how Corey Mann and everybody who put it together was kind of hoping it would go. These kids are certainly getting better and having some good at bats against good pitchers and being more prepared for the high school season that's ahead.
No question about it. When you're playing with a team this young, like I said, the repetition, the getting used to the better competition, this is going to pay immeasurable dividends down the road for this group.
Yeah, it will for sure. You got a beautiful facility here, a beautiful indoor building, and you can get a lot of work done in there, but there's still nothing quite the same as facing live pitching and facing pitchers that are on the level that you're going to see at high school baseball, and that's what these kids have had the opportunity to do this summer and travel a lot of places in the state and see a lot of different players, and it's been fun. And tonight is a perfect night. You got burgers grilling on the grill out here. You got little league kids out, and it looks like the rain's going to hold off. So it's really a fun night.
Yeah, we want to thank the folks at Renwick Valley Meats and Stellar Jiu-Jitsu for providing the burgers and the grill tonight. We got Kevin Brown down there grilling them up. It's going to be a great evening at the ballpark. It's Little League night, as you said. Little leaguers come in with their hats. They get free admission. As always, veterans come into the stadium. They get free admission to every Greenbrier Post 69 home game. As we said, Greenbrier comes into this game coming off an area loss the other night at Beckley. And Cam, looking at that game the other night, I was there. 8-1 was the final score, but it was still a very competitive game. Hits were dead even at 7 apiece for both squads. The big difference in the game, Greenbrier pitching issued 9 walks to only 1 for the Beckley team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Like you said, hits were even, but that's the thing about hits is singles don't do a whole lot of damage if there's nobody on in front of them. But if you start walking people and put people in the base paths, all of a sudden then a single turns into a run or two, and those things add up. And that's exactly what happened to this team the other night. But as you said, most of all, overall, pretty competitive. That's a really good Beckley team that won a state championship and is loaded with players from all staters from various schools, and they really only had a handful of hits against this team. And so again, you look at progress, you look at getting better every game, and I think this team's doing that.
Now, looking at this game tonight, playing Charleston Post 65, one of the 2 Charleston Posts. This team made up mostly Capital players. I think there's maybe some Riverside, maybe a few GW. They come in with only 4 wins on the season. A lot of similar results from common opponents. I think we're in for a very good, close, competitive contest here tonight.
Yeah, on paper it certainly looks like it. You never know exactly how that's going to play out, but they look evenly matched. And, as much as we talk about development, and that's what this whole thing is for, you want to win sometimes too. It's fun to win. So this is one you look at and say, we've got a chance here tonight. Let's go out and put up our best effort.
This game was supposed to have first pitch at 6 o'clock. We did have some rain move through the area. We had some rain earlier in the day, that a couple of heavy showers that did a little bit of a number on the field. They've been very busy working on this field throughout the afternoon. Did put the tarp on about an hour ago when a band was moving through. They were able to get the tarp off the field now. As you can see, it's looking in pretty good shape. They're putting the finishing touches on the mound. We're going to get this game started maybe about half hour late, closer to a 6:30 start this evening instead of the 6 o'clock start. We'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll talk more about this season, talk more about tonight's game. You are watching Greenbrier Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Most people don't realize that your health starts with your mouth and your teeth. Raynell Medical Center is pleased to offer dental care in 2 locations. Dr. Heather Heister is serving patients in our Raynell Dental Center, located just behind the Health Center. Dr. Darren Wadsworth and Dr. Dustin Yoakum are serving patients in the Maxwellton Dental Center. Our dental staff does a wonderful job of making patients feel comfortable. If you've not had a dental checkup within 6 months, make your appointment today.
Raynell Medical Center is excellent health care right at home. Primary care, behavioral health, dental, pharmacy, full-service lab, and more. At locations close to you in Raynell, Meadowbridge, Alderson, White Sulphur Springs, Maxwellton, Midland Trail, and Lewisburg. Call 304-438-6188. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
We're back now live at Spartan Yards, getting ready for tonight's team, and let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spartan Yards for tonight's American Legion baseball action. Tonight's game features Charleston post 65 and Greenbrier post 69. At this time, let's meet the starting lineups, beginning with post 65, leading off catcher number 12, Keegan Moore. Second baseman, number 1, Caden Johnson. Right fielder, number 17, Cole Holstein. Shortstop, number 11, Cooper Nooney. First baseman, number 23, Logan Thomas. Pitcher, number 10, Alex Iben. Third baseman, number 24, Anthony Washington. Center fielder, number 15, Xavier Toller. And left fielder, number 30, B. Cameron Nooney. And the rest, Charleston Post 65. And now the starting lineup for your Greenbrier Post 69. Catcher number 2, Colton DeHaven. Left fielder number 3, James Godby. Center fielder number 12, Sonny Herbert. Pitcher number 7, Michael Booth. Right fielder number 8, Elijah Sherman. Second baseman number 10, Cooper Sabag. Third baseman number 14, Wyatt Thornton. First baseman number 1, Carter Huffman. Shortstop number 9, Daniel Seams. And the rest of Greenbrier Post 69. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Please remain standing. On behalf of Greenbrier East Baseball and American Legion Post 69, we will now honor one of the great traditions of American Legion Baseball, the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship. Players and coaches from both teams, please repeat after me. I will keep the rules. I will keep faith with my teammates. I will keep my temper. I will keep myself fit. I will keep a stout heart in defeat. I will keep my pride under in victory. I will keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Thank you, players. At Greenbrier East Baseball and American Legion Post 69, we are committed to developing champions of character who succeed on and off the field. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play ball. Okay, Michael Booth gets the ball in Game 1 this afternoon. Rising freshman. Has a plus fastball.
Yeah, it's been a while since he's been on the hill or out there at all. I think he was on some vacation, missed a couple games, but good to see him back out there and continue his development as he, I think, will figure into the pitching plans of this Greenbrier East team right away. Field looks beautiful out there. I know they wanted to give a shout-out to Terrain Works LLC that helped them mow this field and get it ready for play today. And as you said, they put the tarp on, took it off. You know, as a coach, you think about making the lineup, choosing your starting pitcher, but you also got to choose when to put that tarp on and when to take it off. And as soon as they looked at the forecast and made the decision to put it on, the sun came out and they took it off a few minutes later. But field does look beautiful tonight.
It sure does. A couple of weeks ago when Post 69 was home against Beckley, Michael Booth got that start and threw probably the most pitches he's ever thrown in a game. Still looked pretty sharp throughout the biggest part of the game. Was I guess I don't want to say beneficiary, but he suffered some bad luck, some bases loaded, a couple of infield drawn in, a couple of just little dink and dunk, little bloop hits, cost a big inning and cost him the loss on that one.
Yeah, that's been one of the things too. This Post 69 team, we talked about the walks, but another thing that's hurt them is errors and then plays that aren't necessarily errors but probably should be made that they haven't made. So I know they've worked really hard in practice of trying to shore up that defense a little bit. It doesn't help, it's something that you want to do in American Legion season is play players in a lot of different positions, but it also doesn't help with your continuity and maybe leads to some uncharacteristic mistakes, but that's all part of it.
Now batting for Charleston, number 12, Keegan Moore. So the catcher, Keegan Moore, will step in to lead things off for Post 65. There is rain off and on in the forecast, but right now it is a beautiful evening here. Booth's first pitch is taken low for ball one. This game is underway.
And if you're watching and you're in the area, there's still time to come out and join us. I can smell the hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill. It's going to be a good night out here.
It sure is. Take a pitch, swung on and fouled back.
Good crowd. Kind of still coming in as the delayed start a little bit, but see a lot of Little Leaguers over there. As you said, it's Little League night, and if they wear their hat, they get in for free.
Swung on and missed quickly. Moved out in front 1-2.
Some of those Little Leaguers, though, couldn't be here today because they're playing in the state tournament. I know the 11-year-old team is getting ready to play here in less than an hour.
Yep.
And then I think the 10-year-old team arrived in Martinsburg tonight, and they play tomorrow. So
that pitch is curveball taken for strike three. So Michael Booth, great job getting things underway here. Now batting for Charleston, number 1, Caden Johnson.
I do see some members of the 12-year-old All-Star team with us tonight. I think they play in about a week or so, a couple weeks.
Next weekend, I believe, is when that tournament starts, or next week.
And that one is where? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know. Fastball taken for a strike.
I know the 11-year-olds are in Bridgeport and the 10-year-olds are in Martinsburg, and I heard where that one was, but I can't remember.
Seems like Moorfield always gets a state tournament for some reason. It's a beautiful facility, but there's no good way to get there. That one's taken for a ball.
Actually, it's in Barbersville. I just remembered.
Okay.
Yep.
The ONA Little League facility, another good facility. Swung on and missed quickly.
Michael Booth looks really effective early on here as he's getting a lot of swing and miss in there.
Sure is. One ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. And just like that, 2 up, 2 down. So the 2-out batter will be Cole Holstein. That one is hit up the middle through the legs of DP Seams or under his glove, and that would be an error and a 2-out base runner.
And that's one of those plays we're talking about. As good as Booth has been early on, you're not going to strike everybody out, and you got to make those plays when they put it in play.
So Nooney will be the batter with 1 on, 2 outs. That one is low in the dirt.
Good stop back there by Colton DeHaven. Hadn't seen a lot of time back there behind the plate, but gets the start tonight. He's been there several times in the last week or so.
That one taken for a call strike. He caught the first game the other night in Beckley. Booth caught the second game. That one misses low and away, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, Asen Workman was at the beach for a week, and he's does a lot of catching, and that gave him a chance to put some new guys back there and still messing around with who's playing where. Asen made a start at first base the other night. I'd never seen him there before.
Started game 1 at first base, game 2 at second base. 2-1 pitch is fouled straight back. Booth to the belt and comes to plate with the 2-2. Runner goes. Curveball stays high. All 3. Throws offline. It'll 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff on the way. Misses low. So 2 2-out base runners for Charleston. Now batting post 65, number 23, Logan Thomas.
Michael Booth looked to be out of this inning a moment ago when he got the ground ball. 2 strikeouts, gets the ground ball in the first pitch. Greenbrier can't make the play, and suddenly now we've got 2 runners on.
Throw play. Oh, just missed.
Yeah, nice
they had him,
play
they had
there.
him fooled.
That one was close. John Beard there, ready to make the call. Another big lead.
Booth with a long pause. Now he steps off. Runners take their leads. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Checks his swing, holds up in time. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. That one is in the dirt. Nice stop by DeHaven. Keep it in front of him, keep the runners from advancing.
And since that error, Booth just doesn't look nearly as comfortable.
Yeah, he was pounding the strike zone to the first 3 batters.
And that's one of those kind of hidden things in the game. Even if Charleston doesn't score here, the extra pitches that it forces Booth to throw in this inning.
Mm-hmm. Two balls and a strike. Swung on and lifted toward right center field. Herbert is on the run. He has it, and that is the inning. A couple of base runners, but nothing across. In the middle of the first, no score. You're watching Greenbrier East baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Gotcha, man.
I didn't.
Yeah, the only stuff you should be on
No score as Greenbrier comes to bat in the bottom half of the first inning. It'll be DeHaven, Godby, and Herbert to lead things off.
Big half inning here after you sit them down and get a chance to score first. I know that's always a big goal of any baseball team is to score first and kind of set the tone. And as we said, this team looking for a win would be a great chance to jump on them here early.
It's always good to try to make the other team play from behind. Alex Iben will take the mound for Charleston.
I had the wrong number 10 in Game Changer here. There's 2 number 10s on their roster. I'm glad you said his name.
I had written the wrong name down earlier as well when he first got here. On their roster, they have a Jaden Ledsom as a number 10.
Sun is out and shining bright now after we had a little rain earlier. Bleachers filling in nicely.
Greenbrier Post 69 Baseball is brought to you in part by Greenbrier Valley Fitness, also Raynell Medical Center, Dave's Towing, Roncevert Service Center. Be sure to thank all of our sponsors as the game goes on.
Speaking of that rain, it could be an interesting weekend as Post 69 is scheduled to go to Logan on Saturday and then play at Capitol against Charleston and Sissonville on Sunday. A lot of wet weather in the forecast, so we'll see what happens.
Now batting for Greenbrier, number 2, Colton DeHaven. So DeHaven steps in. He's been one of the more consistent hitters on this season for Post 69. And very speedy runner, can create a lot of havoc on the base paths if he gets on base. First pitch is fouled away.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, too, that can play anywhere. We've seen him at catcher. We've seen him at short. We've seen him at second. He can play the outfield.
Oh, one pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Iban's 1-1. DeHaven shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 2. Two-one pitch is dribbled right back to the pitcher. Iban tosses over to first. There's one away. Now batting Post 69, number 3, James Godby. So Godby steps in.
third baseman was in on the grass against DeHaven. He's known for his bunts, and he's back now even with the bag. Godby will lay one down sometimes too, though.
Godby back in action tonight. Was not in action Tuesday night up in Beckley. This pitch is popped foul straight back. Actually, Greenbrier's gotten a lot of players back tonight. 13 of the 15 on the roster are in uniform tonight.
Yeah, we've had nights where we've only had 10, I believe. So a lot going on in the summertime.
There always is. That pitch taking strike at the letters. That's why sometimes in Legion, if you don't have a roster of about 15 kids, you end up with a lot of cancellations. Charleston only brought 9 players tonight. This one, high pitch is chopped, slow roller toward the shortstop, up with it, throws on the first. Nice play by Nooney. Now batting post 69, number 12, Sonny Herbert.
Sonny's been one of the hottest hitters for this post 69 team. Overall, the bats have been a little cold the last few games, so see if they can get them heated up a little bit tonight.
Sonny comes into this game hitting .368 on the season. Fouls this one straight back. So, Sonny in a hole. Oh, no balls and 2 strikes. That one misses in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and popped high in the air behind second base. Nooney calls for it. He has it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Charleston. After 1, no score. You're watching Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Most people don't realize that your health starts with your mouth and your teeth. Raynell Medical Center is pleased to offer dental care in 2 locations. Dr. Heather Heister is serving patients in our Raynell Dental Center, located just behind the Health Center. Dr. Darren Wadsworth and Dr. Dustin Yoakum are serving patients in the Maxwellton Dental Center. Our dental staff does a wonderful job of making patients feel comfortable. If you've not had a dental checkup within 6 months, make your appointment today.
Beautiful sunny evening here at Spartan Yards as Charleston comes about in the second inning with a scoreless game. Shadows starting to creep over the right side of the field, as you can see.
Yeah, that's not going to be difficult for a hitter right now. Is the ball kind of goes from light to dark on the way to the plate.
Turn your mic down just a tad, just to avoid copyright strikes. You're doing good so far, though.
Michael threw 19 pitches in that first inning. Looked like he was going to get out of the inning with about a 9 or 10 pitch inning.
Yeah, I think it was right at 9 when he gave up that ground ball, and then couldn't handle it.
Now batting for Charleston, number 10, Alex Ivan.
So Booth will face his opposite number, Alex Ivan. Post 65 plays their home games at Capitol High School. A good number of this team is made up of Capitol players.
Yeah, that's been one of the interesting things. Kind of my first experience with Legion baseball is seeing the way some of these teams are constructed. Greenbrier is kind of a rarity, or Greenbrier a rarity, having mostly Greenbrier East guys.
Mm-hmm. Booth quickly ahead 0-2. Yeah, the two Charleston posts kind of can have their pick with all the different schools in that county.
Obviously, Beckley draws from several different schools. When we were at Richwood the other night, they drew from Richwood, Nicholas County, and Webster County. And can probably put some more competitive teams out there that way, but I know what Corey Mann is thinking. If there's interested kids from the community, why turn them away? Let it get out here and get some experience this summer.
Exactly. Actually, Kanawha County has 3 American Legion teams. You have the 65 team here, the 64 team that plays at St. Albans, and then you have the the Clendenin team plays at Herbert Hoover. Swung on and missed. Third strikeout for Booth.
Now batting for post 65, number 24, Anthony Washington.
And a lot of the way you can tell is by their batting helmets. So as we just saw the GW batting helmet come back to the dugout. I believe we have a Capital one out there now.
And that's one of the big differences between Senior Legion and Junior Legion. The Senior Legion teams, a lot of big-name players from around the state you recognize and know their schools. This pitch is swung on and missed, quickly 0-2. The Junior Legion teams, a lot of younger players, upcoming freshmen, sophomores, guys that haven't really made their name out yet in high school. Misses way high with the 0-2 pitch.
Again, if you're just joining us and haven't watched it before, this is the first year in quite a while of this post-69 team, and the goal is to eventually have a junior and senior team, but starting out, the junior route was the way to go.
1-2 pitch, and swung on and missed for strike 3.
Now batting for post 65, number 15, Xavier Toller.
So 4 strikeouts for Michael Booth. Misses high with ball 1. The American Legion baseball kind of laid dormant for about 10, 15 years in southern West Virginia. And then 2 years ago, former Shady Spring coach Jordan Meadows brought Beckley Post 32 back. Last year they added a junior team, and then now this year, Greenbrier, Richwood. That pitch is swung on and missed. And I anticipate next year to see even more teams from around southern West Virginia as Legion ball makes a comeback here in the state.
Absolutely. It's good baseball. Great thing to play. I was talking to Steve Newberry the other night at the the game over in Beckley, and he said he coached this post-69 team at one point. So. Had a mix of some guys from Monroe County and Greenbrier County at that time.
This is a flare into left field, and it drops fair down the line. Round first and headed to second is Toller, and he will pull up with a 2-out double.
Now back for Charleston, number 30, B. Cameron Dooney.
Well, I can't quite see the logo on his helmet, but I'm going to guess he's a St. Albans player, judging by the color. Potentially a Hoover, but I think Hoover has blue helmets.
I think you're right. Greenbrier East doesn't have the team helmets, but I understand that might be in the works here coming up. So.
Booth ready with the 1-1, swung on, fouled straight back.
That looks like it might be a Sissonville helmet. That they have a team, but
That's actually 4 posts in Kanawha County with Sissonville. I forgot about Sissonville. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. Toller takes his lead at second. Runner goes. Throw is wide. And Toller takes third base, and the count runs full now on the number 9 hitter for Charleston.
Want to get this one and avoid having to go back to the top of the order.
Here's the payoff pitch. Misses low. And again, after the first 2 were retired routinely, a couple of 2-out base runners.
Now back for Charleston, number 12, Keegan Moore.
So back to the top of the order, and the catcher.
Colton DeHaven goes out for a word with Michael Booth. And you can, if you're watching, you can see the talent he has. That's probably one of the next parts of his development is sometimes he gets down on himself when things aren't going well. And I know the coaches here at the Greenbrier Post 69 have been preaching to just keep your head up, keep doing your thing.
Baseball is a rough game mentally. First pitch to Moore is a strike at the letters. Quick throw over to first.
.41 pitches so far for Booth with 2 outs in the second.
And a lot of those pitches have been thrown with 2 outs in the last 2 innings. Runner goes, pitches high, fakes the throw down, and then runs Toller back to third base. Here's the 1-1. Swung on a miss, had him way out in front of that one.
Moore struck out looking his first at bat. Booth would love to see that again.
He comes to the plate with the 1-2. Got it. And that is the inning. Middle of the second, no score. You're watching Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Back now at Spartan Yards. Spartan head coach Corey Mann doing a little bit of work to the home plate area.
Yeah, I was noticing it was getting a little bit gummy in there. He brings out some quick dry to try to fix that a little bit.
Post 69 Baseball is brought to you in part by Greenbrier Valley Fitness, Raynell Medical Center, Dave's Towing, Advanced Hydraulics, Roncevert Service Station. All proud sponsors. Greenbrier Post 69 Baseball here on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Time to get those bats going for Post 69. They've been quiet for a while.
It'll be Booth, Sherman, and Sabag here in the second inning.
Now back to Post 69, number 7, Michael Booth.
Booth, 360 batter on the season.
He even, as hot as he's been, struggled a little bit against that Beckley pitching Tuesday night.
First pitch to Booth in the dirt for ball one. Ivan only needed 12 pitches to get through that first inning. Quickly, Booth is ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. And quickly, 3-0.
I would assume taking all the way here. Greenbrier needs a base runner. But
he's definitely doing that, but he takes ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to start things out here in the second inning.
Now back to Greenbrier, number 8, Elijah Sherman.
That's one thing that's impressive about Michael Booth is, he's pretty much his whole career he's been one of the team's biggest hitters and hits for power. But he has for a young guy, has a great command of the zone. He really knows the zone well and doesn't chase.
Takes first pitch at the strike at the knees.
Not necessarily here in the Legion season, but definitely in the middle school season, as he's known as one of the biggest power bats in the league. People tried to pitch around him at times and see if they could get him to chase, and he wouldn't do it. He was content to take his walk.
Throw over to first. About caught Booth leaning.
Third baseman in on the lip of the grass.
Here's the 0-1. Runner goes. Fouled straight back toward the net. And that'll drop out of play. So Sherman in a hold now, no balls and 2 strikes.
We talked about the bats struggling a little bit at Beckley. Sherman, though, was swinging it well over at Epling Field. Busted out of his slump a little bit.
Pitch taken low. Runner goes. Booth is going to be out at second. Shortstop was a little late coming in to cover, but he took it on the run and applied the tag, and there's one away.
The Booth really got a late jump on that one. Did not have a good jump and paid the price.
Keegan Moore has a pretty good arm. Counts now 1-2 on Sherman. Said he had a good game the other night. Comes in batting 160 on the summer. Curveball misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's a shame to see the Greenbrier waste that early base runner.
Mm-hmm. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and lined into short left field, but coming on and making the play is Nooney for out number 2.
Now back to 69, number 10, Cooper Sabag.
So Sabag will be the 2-out batter. On the season, he's 3 for 15, even 200 batting average.
He's another guy that's played a lot of positions this summer. He's pitched, been behind the plate, played in second, I believe, played in some outfield.
I want to say he played first base a little bit one game.
He may have.
It's head 0 or 2-0 here. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that one misses wide, 3-0. Sure, he's taken all the way here, 3-0. That one right down the middle. 3-1. That one is strike 2 at the letters, so I've been now battled back. After falling behind 3-0, he's now run the count full on the Greenbrier second baseman. I've been into his wide. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 and another scoreless inning. We played 2 here. Your score, no score between Greenbrier and Charleston, you're watching Greenbrier Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Raynell Medical Center is excellent healthcare right at home. Primary care, behavioral health, dental, pharmacy, full-service lab, and more. At locations close to you in Raynell, Meadowbridge, Alderson, White Sulphur Springs, Maxwellton, Midland Trail, and Lewisburg. Call 304-438-6188. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent healthcare right at home.
Beautiful aerial view of Spartan Yards. You can see the great job they did on getting this field ready today.
See if Booth can be a little more efficient this inning. As you said, he started out well the last couple of innings, but with 2 outs, has seen some traffic, has run his pitch count up a little bit. He's at 44, so be good to have a quick inning here.
Absolutely.
He'll face the heart of the order, though, 2, 3, and 4 for Charleston.
Now batting for Charleston, number 1, Caden Johnson.
And look how beautiful that field looks right now. It's
man,
just
it's gorgeous.
perfect.
One of the larger high school fields, 320 down both lines, 400 to straightaway center. Left to left center is the power alley. You can get one elevated in that area, in there. That's where pitchers are most susceptible to the home run ball in this park. This one is lifted into right field. That is going to drop in for a base hit. So first pitch swinging is Johnson. One pitch, one base runner.
Now batting post 65, number 17, Cole Holstein.
Ball not hit that hard. I thought maybe Elijah Sherman had a chance to come get that one, but he stepped back and fell in.
Holstein hit the grounder in the first inning that went under the glove of DP Seams. First pitch is fouled away. Check of the runner. He takes a little bit bigger lead. And this one is swung on and lifted to fairly deep center field, but Sherman has a beat on it. He has it, and there's one away.
Now batting for Charleston, number 11, Cooper Nooney.
That ball really looked like it was hit hard off the bat, but hung up there for Sonny Herbert to make an easy play, get under it.
Quick throw over. Nooney walked in the first inning. Takes that one low and away for ball one.
Looked like he maybe got an extra step that time after the pickoff attempt. Keep an eye on him here.
Almost caught him leaning. Just gets back in under the tag. Runner goes, the pitch is high, throw on down to second base, and got him. He's out. Nice play. You see the replay. Good throw by DeHaven. It's a bag right there to put the tag on the shoulder. That one taken for a strike. Reed with the 2-1, swung on and missed. Booth ready with the 2-2 offering. Swung on, and that one is grounded to seams at short. On to first, and the inning is over. Nothing across for Charleston. In the middle of the third, no score. You're watching Greenbrier Post 69 Baseball.
Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Wyatt Thornton, Carter Huffman, and Daniel Seams, and hopefully more will come to the plate here in the bottom half of the third inning.
Now back post 69, number 14, Wyatt Thornton.
Yeah, Greenbrier still looking for his first hit. He's only had one base runner. That was Michael Booth, who got caught stealing. Not a lot of action on the base paths so far.
Thornton has struggled a bit this summer. He's batting .136. Had a good, hard, solid hit there on Tuesday night in Beckley. See if that can get him on track here. And this one is lined into left center field, and that one is going to go past the center fielder. Thornton around first. He's headed towards second. Left fielder Nooney comes up with it. And a leadoff double for Wyatt Thornton.
Now back post 69, number 1, Carter Huffman.
There's that first hit. Let's see if Greenbrier can do something with it here.
Runner in scoring position. Huffman had a nice hit against Beckley on Tuesday night. Took advantage of a right fielder playing a little bit too shallow, turned him around, and ended up with a stand-up triple. Lays down a bunt. It's going to roll foul.
Interesting there. The shortstop came in front of the runner at second and held him on second. Third baseman was back deep, well behind the bag.
Pickoff attempt at second, and Thornton is back.
Even after Huffman tried to get down the bunt, the third baseman's still back here.
Again, he squares, and this one is hit toward the first baseman. Only play he has is the first. So nice job there by Huffman as Thornton goes on to third. Game's first run is 90 feet away with only one out.
Now batting post 69, number 9, DPC.
So Huffman does his job there, gets that runner 90 feet away, and see if DP seems he's been out of the lineup for a while, back in there, see if he can put a ball in play and get him home. Infield comes in.
Batting out of the 9 hole as he gets his swings back, trying to get his swing back, but he's batting .400 on the summer. Was one of the more consistent hitters on the high school team this year as a freshman. 1-0. That one misses high. 2 balls and no strikes.
That's a trademark of Greenbrier baseball. They like to have a good hitter in that 9 hole.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a second leadoff.
Yeah. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and lifted to short left field. Nooney is over. He has it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting post 69, number 2, Colton DeHaven.
So Thornton remains at third base, and DeHaven will step in with 2 outs.
Not quite deep enough there to allow Thornton to tag. I would have liked to have seen him at least bluff and force the throw there. Never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely. Time called. DeHaven has an interesting batting stance and position. He is almost right on top of the plate. He's right on the line.
Yeah, he is, and there's a lot of movement in that swing, but he gets the job done. But his feet are moving, his hands are moving. He watches everything.
Here's the 1-0. Misses wide, 2-0. Shortstop Nooney calls time to try to settle this pitcher down. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and fouled straight back. Colt was right on that one. And time is called by Coach Braden Teeney.
Guess the count's 1-2. I thought it was 2-1.
I did too.
Of
According to the official game changer, it's 2-1. We'll see. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to short right field, and that was going to drop. And Greenbrier is on the board first, 1-0.
Now batting close 69, number 3, James Godby.
Good piece of hitting there by DeHaven, going with the pitch, clearing into right field, and has an RBI, and Greenbrier has the lead.
That's one thing he's really good at is he doesn't strike you out much. He puts the ball in play, and when you do that, good things normally happen.
First pitch to Godby. This is inside.
Good to see Greenbrier scratch off one of its goals on its list and score that first run.
Mm-hmm. Throw over to first. DeHaven's back safely. Looked like he might have been going.
We saw earlier, if you're going, you've got to get a good lead. Good arm back there behind the dish.
1-0 pitch is taken for a strike at the letters. Here's the 1-1 offering. DeHaven goes. Had a great jump in there. It's not even going to be close.
Yeah, we talked about that. Have to have a good jump, as you said. He didn't get a good jump. He got a great one.
One offering is taken for strike 2.
Good take there from Godby. That's not a pitch you can hit.
No. Here's the 2-2. That one gets away, and DeHaven is easily going to take third, and he'll take a wide turn as that ball kicked toward the first base dugout.
Charleston going to hold the runner on third. Creates a big hole over there. Now he backs off.
Here's the payoff pitch, swung on and missed, and that is the inning. But Greenbrier gets a run. At the end of 3, it's Post 69-1 and Post 65-0. You're watching Greenbrier Post 69 baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Michael Booth playing catch with Coach Braden Teeney as we wait on DeHaven to get his catcher's gear back on, as he was on base when that third out was recorded. Normally you would courtesy run for your catcher, but when your catcher is probably the fastest man on the team, you don't want to run for him.
Yeah, that is for sure.
1-0 is our score, as Charleston will come to bat here in the top half of the 4th inning. Game started about a half hour late, but it's got a pretty good pace going so far.
I always thought that courtesy runner was kind of an interesting rule. If you're going to have it, I almost feel like you should mandate it because, like you said, now you're just picking and choosing whether you – it's not really serving its purpose in that case.
Now back to Charleston, number 23, Logan Thomas.
Thomas will step in. He flew out to center to end inning number 1. That one misses inside, almost got him. Thomas, Iben, and Washington for post 65 here in the top of the 4th. 1-0 on the way. That one swung on and missed. Kind of a half-hearted swing there.
It didn't look like he knew whether he wanted to swing or not.
Again, swung on and missed. Late on the fastball. Booth working in front. Here's the 1-2. Just misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and lined into right field. Sherman will play it on a hop. And a leadoff single for Charleston.
Now batting post 65, number 10, Alex Iben.
It's kind of similar to one we saw earlier. It looked like it was hanging up there, but Sherman chose to play it on the hop. It's a tough thing for an outfielder to. You don't know if you want to attack it and possibly have it roll past you.
Iben bunts it foul. Iben of the Class 4A state champion George Washington Patriots. They won their first baseball championship this year. The 1-0 pitch is taken wide for ball 2. Squares to bunt, rolls this one. Foul. And Huffman and DeHaven collide. Both are okay, pat each other on the back, and it's 1-2.
Got to have some communication there. That ball looked like it started foul, but it looked like it was going to roll back fair.
Yeah, they did a good. I think both, in the heat of the moment, both realized that and were both going for the ball to make sure they grabbed it before it went fair. So 1-2 is now the count on the Charleston pitcher. Swung on and missed. And there's one away.
Now back to post 65, number 24, Anthony Washington.
So the third baseman, Washington, is the one-out batter. Judging from his batting helmet, he's a Capital Cougar. One 0 on the way, tapped foul off first.
Hunter Ridgway back in the dugout calling pitches tonight. He's missed the last couple of games.
We almost have the full coaching staff on hand tonight. We're only missing Caleb Thomas. I don't think we've had a single game where all 5 of them have been here together.
Yeah, it's not just the players who are scattered over the summer.
Here's the 1-1, swung on, grounded slowly toward third. Thornton up with it, on to first, and 2 away. Moving on to second is Thomas.
Now batting for Charleston, number 15, Xavier Toller.
Toller hit a 2-out double in the second inning. A little flare down the left field line that dropped just fair and then rolled into foul territory. He was able to take second base. It's a little late on the fastball, fouls it back. Curveball stays high. 1-1. Booth now at 67 pitches, although his pitch count has dropped over the last couple innings. Drops that curveball in there for strike 2. He had over 40 in the first 2 innings. Here's the 1-2. Fastball a little low. 2-2. These two teams were scheduled to meet again on Sunday afternoon at Capitol High School. Swung on and missed in the dirt. DeHaven will throw it down to Huffman to complete the strikeout, and that is the inning. In the middle of the 4th, it's 1-0 Greenbrier. You're watching Greenbrier Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Post 69 leads 1-0 as they come to bat here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. It'll be Sonny Herbert, Michael Booth, and Elijah Sherman to face Alex Iben.
Post 69, number 12, Sonny Herbert.
After gaining that lead in the 3rd, good chance here. See if they can pad it a little bit. This is probably the 3 hottest batters on the team right now coming to bat. As we talked about Sherman's effort the other night in Beckley. And first time up, he hit a ball hard tonight. It was right at the left fielder, but he hit it hard.
First pitch misses way high. Fouls this one away. One and one. This one is going to settle out of play for strike two. This one is lined hard into center field for a base hit. Had a lot of backspin on it as it came off the bat.
Now batting post 69, number 7, Michael Booth.
So a leadoff single by Herbert, and that brings Booth to the plate.
Herbert's such a good two-strike hitter. He gets in that count a lot and takes a two-strike approach and gets on.
He's off and running on the first pitch, and he gets just by the tag.
It looked like the throw might have beat him, but he gets around the tag. And now in scoring position. Whole right side of the infield is wide open right now.
And this one is hit toward the shortstop, but he cannot come up with it, and Booth is going to be safe at first. Ball was hit sharply right at Nooney, and he had a hard time coming up with it, and Booth on, and it's 2 on, nobody out.
Now batting Greenbrier, number 8, Elijah Sherman.
So 2 on, nobody out, and Elijah Sherman steps to the plate. This one is lifted high in the air to center field. The center fielder, Toller, he has it for out number 1, and runners will stay put.
Now batting post 69, number 10, Cooper Sabat.
Herbert's speed there at second. I'm surprised that he didn't at least bluff there and see if he could get a wild throw.
Sherman has hit the ball hard twice tonight, but both times right at the outfielders. Spag watches ball 1 go by. We're in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 1-0 ball game. Curveball misses high and away. 2 balls and no strikes. And now their Charleston coach is going to call timeout and talk to his players. Both pitchers have pitched well. Ivan so far in 3 1/3 innings, given up 3 hits, only walked 1, struck out 2, gave up the run. Michael Booth in 4 innings has only given up 3 hits. He's walked 2. He struck out 7. So he's pitching arguably his best game of the season through 4 innings.
He is. A lot of strikeouts, as you said. The thing that Charleston has done a little bit better is control that pitch count.
Mm-hmm.
But a good chance here for Greenbrier to run it up a little bit. Still nobody out and 2 runners on. Sorry, 1 out. Scoreboard operator was asleep. Was on that Sherman fly out.
2-0 pitch, misses inside. 3-0. And a delayed steal, and Herbert is going to take third easily.
I know that's going to put a smile on Corey Mann's face. He loves that delayed steal.
Here's the 3-0. Runners go. Pitches, misses low. Ball 4. And with 1 out, bases are full.
Big chance here. Big chance for Wyatt Thornton.
Wyatt doubled his first time up. Takes a strike to the letters. A double here could clear the bases.
A lot of speed out there.
So Wyatt hit by the pitch, and it's a 2-0 ball game.
Now back to post 69, number 1, Carter Huffman.
Bases remain loaded. Only 1 out. Wild pitch, but it goes right back to the catcher, not allowing Booth to take the base. Simons 1-0. Misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. First baseman playing in on the grass. Third baseman even with the bag now. He's going to move in. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and missed. Ibens 2-1. Inside, 3 balls and a strike. Here's Ibens 3-1. Swung on, fouled straight back. Payoff pitch on the way. And that one is by the first baseman down the right field line. That is a fair ball. 1 run is in. Around third and scoring is Sabag. Huffman is going towards second. He's going to be out at second base, but scored 2, and it's a 4-0 ball game.
Now back to post 69, number 9, DPC.
Nice job by Huffman there, getting it right down the right field line. Aggressive base running as Teeny sends him towards second, maybe thinking that the throw was going to come home. Instead, they do throw to second and get the out there. But 2 runs do score, and it's a 4-0 game. And a runner now at third in Wyatt Thornton. And one of the best hitters on the team at the plate. This one is lined right back to the pitcher. It goes off of him. Regains it, throws to first, and he does get it for out number 3. But Post 69 scores 3 times after 4. It's Post 69 4, Post 65 nothing. You're watching Greenbrier Post 69 baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Four innings total. Greenbrier, Post 69, 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Charleston, Post 65, no runs, 3 hits, and 1 error.
And now you've got a solid cushion.
Now back to Charleston, number 30, B. Cameron Dooney.
4-run lead for Booth. He's at the bottom of the order. See if he can just be efficient here and have a quick inning.
An efficient quick inning would be really nice. He's at 70 pitches. He has been more efficient. After throwing over 40 pitches his first 2 innings, has thrown just 20-some over the last 2. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. I'm going to get in trouble one of these days for forgetting to turn this PA mic off.
There's a lot of buttons being pushed up here, that's for sure.
That pitch is taken for a strike at the knees. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and fouled away. Right between the little crease between the net and the pole.
Yeah, that was a little dangerous there.
Here's Booth with the 2-2. Fastball misses high, 3-2.
The last thing you want to do after getting that 4-run lead is walk that leadoff batter.
Mm-hmm. Swung on and fouled out of play.
Especially when it's the 9-hole hitter. Although maybe they have a Greenbrier strategy and have a good hitter down there in that 9-hole.
Here's the payoff. Misses low, ball 4. So the leadoff batter is on.
Now back to Post 65, number 12, Keegan Moore.
back, takes high for ball one.
You're off, I think.
1-0 the count. Runner goes. Pitch is taken for ball one, and DeHaven took the ball out of his glove. It slipped through his fingers. So Nooney with a stolen base and a runner in scoring position. High and away, 3 balls and no strikes.
Wyatt Thornton in on the grass, and the lone ray of sunshine on that infield is right in his eyes. Pretty much covered in shadows, but there's one streak.
DeHaven calls time. Greenbrier up 4-0 as Charleston bats here in the top half of the 5th inning. Three 0 is the count. Nooney was taking a fairly large lead, so Booth steps off. And now John Beard calls timeout to allow Nooney to tie his shoe.
Has to take the batting glove off to do so.
So many different pieces of equipment nowadays. You got your batting gloves and your sliding gloves.
I like the guy who I can't remember what team that was in one of the regionals in college baseball. The guy had the work gloves on that he.
Yeah.
A lot of money in all that equipment as well.
You got that right. Here's the throw to second. Goes into center field. Not far enough into center field to allow Nooney to score, but he is 90 feet away. Here's the 3-0. That one's high, ball 4, and the first two have reached here in the top half of inning number 5. And Hunter Ridgway is going to call timeout and come and talk to his pitcher.
Yeah, you get the 3-run spot there in the bottom of the 4th, and you're in a good position. The last thing you want to do is walk guys, but he's thrown, I believe, only 1 strike this inning.
And I think that's what Hunter is telling Michael.
Maybe
he motioned for the entire infield to stay back at their position. I think he's saying, you've got a 4-run lead. Just pound the strike zone here.
I think maybe there was a lot of stepping off, and they tried to pick play there. They may be worried about that runner a little too much. That run doesn't hurt you.
Mm-mm. And sometimes that's what you got to do with young players. You got to just remind them, keep the game a little bit simple. You got a 4-run lead, just throw strikes. Chances of you getting 3 outs before they score 4 runs if you ever hit throwing strikes.
Step off Booth there as they call the first and third play.
Caden Johnson is the batter. Runner goes, pitches low, and he'll take second without a throw.
Booth maybe showing a little sign of fatigue here. Sometimes control's the first thing to go.
1-0 pitch is bunted foul. 1-1.
As we mentioned, he hadn't even been on the field in several games, so don't know how much he's thrown a baseball.
Wyatt Thornton way in at third base. Huffman also in on the grass at first. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed.
They'll back up now a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's the 1-2. This one is lined into right field. That is a base hit. Sherman is up with it. 1 run is going to score. They're going to hold the runner. And it's a 4-1 ball game.
Now batting for Charleston, number 17, Cole Holstein.
So still nobody out. 1 run is in. And the tying run steps to the plate. Quick throw over to first. Johnson gets back ahead of the tag.
I think if that throw was a little lower, they might have had him. Throw beat him there. It was just a little too high, and Huffman couldn't get down the tag quick enough.
First pitch is outside, ball 1.
Big moment in this game right here. You've got to find a way to get an out. Limit the damage.
Again to throw to first, a little bit high. Huffman has to jump to get it.
We needed that one a little bit lower the last time. This time he went even higher.
Nobody has been warming in the bullpen, so if they do replace the pitcher, here's the ball swung on and missed for strike 1. The relief pitcher is going to be someone that's on the field right now, and you wonder who that's going to be. I would imagine DP is probably slated to start game 2. But do you go to him here to try to preserve this lead in the game that does count in area standings?
Yeah, I think you haven't been in a position to win a whole bunch of these, the ones that count. I think you go for it, whatever you got to do.
2 balls and a strike. Curveball right in there for strike 2. Two on, nobody out. 2-2 is the count. Here's the break-even pitch. And nice block there by DeHaven. Full count.
That was Booth's 90th pitch.
I'm going to guess if he loses Holstein, this is probably going to be his final batter.
I would agree.
Now one misses high, and the bases are loaded. Nobody out. Now batting for post 65, number 11, Cooper Nooney. And no, not yet. They're going to stick with
A little bit surprised, as I said. That's the first sign of getting tired, as the control is gone, and he has not had it this.
And this one is lined to right field. Sherman leaps and makes the catch for out number 1. Going back to tag and score is Moore. Runners at first and second will hold. It's a 4-2 ball game. Nice catch by Sherman.
Post 65, number 23, Logan Thomas.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were originally going to send that runner. It looked like he was maybe holding, but Sherman was kind of running the opposite direction. Took a little bit to get his feet under him, and they decided to send him there.
So 1 out, runners at first and second. Curveball's in the dirt, bounces away from DeHaven, and both runners will move up. I'll tell you what, though, we nearly made a nice play close play here at third base. Ball does kick away from Thornton, but seems there to back him up.
Problem now is you've got the tying run down at second.
Mm-hmm. Here's the 1-0. In there for strike one. In there for strike two.
Way ahead here. This would be a huge out.
Mm-hmm. Booth ready with the 1-2. Fastball stays high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Curveball. Misses outside. 3-2.
Do have a base open there, so you don't want to give him something too good to hit.
Right. Here's the 3-2. Misses down and in, and bases loaded once again.
Now batting for Charleston, number 10, Alex Ivan.
Ivan has struck out twice, swinging both times.
Infield is in on the left-hand side. First pitch is taken for strike one. Huffman is playing behind the runner at first. Now they're going to pull him in as well. I'm going to try to get the lead runner on anything on the ground. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and bounced to second. Sabag gets to DeHaven for out number one. Get the lead runner. There's two, or make that out number 2 of the inning. Bases remain loaded, but now there are 2 away. So great job there by the defense.
Now batting for Charleston, number 24, Anthony Washington.
First pitch swung on and missed. Washington is 0 for 2 today.
Booth now over 100 at 101 pitches. But as you said, that was a big out there as the defense was played perfectly.
This one is tap foul off a third, and quickly Booth ahead 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that is the inning. Great job by Michael Booth to pitch his way out of a jam. 2 runs do come across in the middle of the 5th. It's Greenbrier 4 and Charleston 2. You're watching Greenbrier Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
batting post 69, number 2, Colton DeHaven.
Colton DeHaven will lead things off as Greenbrier comes to bat here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, now leading 4-2. Great job by Michael Booth pitching out of that bases loaded, nobody out jam, allowing only the 2 runs to score, coming back, getting the last 2 outs with the tying run in scoring position. DeHaven squares the bunt, bunt's foul.
You really would love to see Greenbrier find a way to get another run or 2 on the board here. As you said, you got decisions to make of how you're going to get those final 6 outs, so a little cushion would help.
And also give the coaching staff a little credit, too, of sticking with Booth, letting the youngster pitch his way out of that jam. Some of it may be out of necessity. You've got a lot of games coming up in a short few amount of days, so you're kind of stretched thin on how many you can bring in. As this one is grounded deep in the hole at shortstop, they're not going to get DeHaven. So a lead-off infield single.
Yeah, pretty good play there to even make it remotely close, but as you said, had no chance of getting to Haven.
Now batting post 69, number 3, James Godby.
See, DP Seams is over and warming up in the bullpen, so that might be our answer.
Yep. Godby swings and misses on the first pitch. Would anticipate DeHaven running at some point in this at bat.
That lead he got the last time, the jump he got.
Godby late on that one. 0-2. Long pause. And now, just to keep you honest, toss over to first.
Yeah, definitely not his best move there.
Here's the 0-2. That one misses outside, 1-2. Sonny Herbert waits on deck. Curveball in there for strike 3. There's one away.
Now batting post 69, number 12, Sonny Herbert.
Herbert is 1 for 2 on the night.
The way Sonny's been hitting the ball, wouldn't be surprised if they try to get Colton down the second here. He gets a little bigger lead on that one.
And Ivan steps off. I think Charleston is anticipating the same thing. Runner goes, pitches high for a ball. Good throw, and they got him. He got a little bit of a delayed jump and a good throw by the catcher.
Yeah, he has done a nice job back there tonight. He has made that running game difficult.
It was almost, you can almost call it a pitch out. It wasn't quite, but it was a ball that was high and away. That was good pitch for the catcher to throw on.
And give the catcher double credit there as well as Greenbrier showing the fake bunt there. That makes it even more difficult to just all that action happening in front of you. But he controlled it well.
2-0 is the count on Herbert. A little bit late on the high fastball. That one stays high, 3-1.
Their first starting state, she's the main reason they won. But yeah, the games that we covered, they gave she looked like she never did something. Oh, definitely. How would anybody else that played that?
Time called.
These people or whenever they get to the point, she did it literally after every single pitch.
Here's the 3-1 offering. Get a little bit late on that high pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
As we said earlier, Sonny a good 2-strike hitter.
Here's the 3-2.
Yes, I'll say it's a nice review.
That one stays high, ball 4.
Now batting for Greenbrier, number 7, Michael Booth.
See how aggressive Greenbrier decides to be now. They've been thrown out a couple times on the bases.
That one is outside.
And remember, Sonny stole one earlier, but the throw really beat him. He just slid around the tag.
That one stays inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Sun is setting over the Greenbrier Valley.
Turned out to be a beautiful night after some threat of rain.
It sure did. The last inning, a few clouds rolled in, looked like we might get a little bit, but now we've got just a peak of the sun setting behind the trees. Here's the 2-0. And this one is tapped toward third, and that's going to be an infield hit. And Herbert's going to be hung out to dry going toward third base. He took the wide turn and really was in no man's land, and that is going to be the inning. Nothing across. After 5, it is 4-2 Greenbrier. You're watching Greenbrier Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Most people don't realize that your health starts with your mouth and your teeth. Raynell Medical Center is pleased to offer dental care in 2 locations. Dr. Heather Heister is serving patients in our Raynell Dental Center, located just behind the Health Center. Dr. Darren Wadsworth and Dr. Dustin Yoakum are serving patients in the Maxwellton Dental Center. Our dental staff does a wonderful job of making patients feel comfortable. If you've not had a dental checkup within 6 months, make your appointment today.
Raynell Medical Center is excellent health care right at home. Primary care, behavioral health, dental, pharmacy, full-service lab, and more. At locations close to you in Raynell, Meadowbridge, Alderson, White Sulphur Springs, Maxwellton, Midland Trail, and Lewisburg. Call 304-438-6188. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Now pitching for Post 69, number 9, DP Seams.
DP Seams, the new pitcher on the mound for Greenbrier.
Mark, that last play there, I was kind of looking at the throw across the diamond. I didn't see exactly what happened, but I like the aggressiveness there from Sonny, but I thought he was going to be safe easily.
Yeah. He kind of paused as he rounded second, and it was clear the Booth was going to beat the throw to first, but he took such a wide turn, he was kind of caught in no man's land. He had to make a decision whether to go back or go to third. They were going to make the throw either way. He elected to try to be aggressive and take third, but they made a good throw to get him out there at third base.
With his speed, I like that play. I thought he would be there easily.
Now back to post 65, number 15, Xavier Toller.
Toller will lead things off here in the top half of the sixth inning. He's 1 for 2. He doubled his first time up in the second inning. So close the book on Michael Booth. 5 innings. He gives up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 6, struck out 8. Most of those 6 were in the last 2 innings as he began to get a little tired.
Yeah, really a good effort overall, but those walks are what hurt him and led to that 2-run fifth that made this a ball game again. 8-9-1 here for DP Seams, so see if he can buckle down.
Toller shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball 1 in the dirt.
I don't know what the exactly what the pitching rules are in Legion, Mark, but I know WVU one time this season pitched its starter to finish out a game and then pitched him in the second game of a doubleheader. I guess you could possibly do that.
You can. This ball is popped into short left. Coming on to make a nice running catch is James Godby for out number 1.
Now they have Charleston, number 30, B. Cameron Nooney.
I would have to look up the rule. You can, but there is a maximum amount of pitches in one game or in one day, but there is also a limit. There's only so many pitches the pitcher can throw in the first game and still be eligible for the second game.
So if he could find a way to limit them here, maybe that would be an option.
Yep.
Because as you said, a lot of games ahead. Greenbrier's got to find a way to heat up some innings somehow.
That one's ball 2. I'd say if they could keep his pitch count low enough, I'd say he will not pitch game 2. Game 2 does not count in your area standings.
Right.
You got Logan on Saturday, and you've got Charleston and Sissonville on Sunday. Both of those, so you got 3 of those 4 games will count in area standings. So my guess is they will try to limit his pitches here, try to get him through the 6th and 7th inning, and then save him for one of the standings games this weekend.
Makes sense as well.
Here's the 3-0. That one's in for strike 1. But I've been wrong before.
I'm looking out there, just not a lot of arms available. I'll be interested to see what they do in this second game.
Mm-hmm. Daniels battle back to make it a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him, strike 3. Great job by DP to battle back.
Now back to Charleston, number 12, Keegan Moore.
So 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the order, Keegan Moore. Curveball had him way out in front. 0-1. That one outside gets by DeHaven. 1 ball and a strike. Ooh, just misses inside with that one. 2-1. Daniel Seams, or DP as he's called, upcoming sophomore. That one's in the dirt, 3-1.
A lot of people probably remember his brother Adam, who was a standout in both soccer and basketball.
Here's the 3-1. That one's in for strike two, and DP's proving to be quite the athlete himself. Good baseball player, good football player, even though he took up football late, not until middle school.
Not until 8th grade, I think.
And then by the end of the season, he was starting in the secondary on the Spartan defense as a freshman last year. As that one is wide for ball 4. The last 2 or 3 regular season games, he was one of the starting safeties.
Now batting for Charleston, number 1, Caden Johnson.
Yeah, I think I was at one of the first football games he played, and he just looked like a natural out there from the beginning.
Yeah, began playing in 8th grade. He's so much taller than everybody else in 8th grade. They lined him up at receiver, and he just caught everything that you threw at him.
Going to get a courtesy runner, I believe.
Yep. Only 9 players, so it's the last out. Has to be your courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner for Charleston, number 30, B. Cameron Nooney.
Some new rules came out yesterday for the high school season. I don't know if you saw any of that, Mark.
I did not. They've got him dead to rights. That is the inning. 14 pitches for DP in that inning. In the middle of the 6th, it is 4-2 Greenbrier. You're watching Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Post 69 getting ready to come to bat for what they hope will be their final time tonight, leading 4-2.
I was talking about those new rules before we went to break, Mark.
Yes.
So the High School Federation came out with some rules. The one that got the most notice was that they're now going to allow drop 4, 5, and 6 bats at the high school level. So
Really?
it's not just the drop 3 bats anymore. I don't know how many players will take advantage of that, but it'll be interesting to see. The other couple of rules, one was that the pitch comm devices, the player communication devices, before it could only be used between the dugout and the catcher. Now they're allowing the pitcher to do it as well. So you can use pitcher or catcher or both. So with the communication device, so that'll be interesting. And then the other one, didn't really understand why they even did this one, but they mandated the double first base beginning next season. They did that last year, but now they have made the bigger base like they use in the majors an option as well. So you can have the double force base or the bigger base.
Let's see. I'll be interested to see how many players go to the lighter bats.
Mm-hmm.
In the day now where the long ball is prioritized, swinging the lighter bat you could see a lot of extra home runs. We'll see how that plays out.
It'll be interesting. I know I saw a lot of college coaches and the like speak out against it.
Now batting for Greenbrier, number 8, Elijah Sherman.
The reasoning they used is not running kids away from baseball. So if there's kids that just weren't strong enough to swing that bat, they didn't want them to give up the game because they couldn't swing it.
And I can see their point there. Sometimes some of these freshmen are smaller kids, and going from that, drop 5, what a lot of them swing in middle school, to a drop 3, that 2 ounces is a big difference.
Yeah, I think all of our kids this year in middle school swung the BB Core drop 3, so they are accustomed to it.
Good. You go down to the Little League level and you see some of the drop 10.
Mm-hmm.
That one misses high over his head. Sherman 0 for 2 on the night. He's hit the ball hard both times. Here's the 1-2 offering from Ivan. Outside, gets away from the catcher. Count evens 2-2. And good job by Sherman now to battle back. He was down 0-2, and now he's run the count full.
Insurance run would be huge here.
Mm-hmm. And he strike 3, catches the outside corner for out number 1.
Now batting for post 69, number 10, Cooper Sabat.
I'll also be interested talking about those rules to see how many coaches will use the communication with the pitcher.
Mm-hmm. Spag out in front, taps it foul toward the third base dugout. Here's the 0-1. This one is grounded in the hole towards short. Nooney up with it. A little bit low throw, but nice scoop by Thomas for out number 2.
Now batting for post 69, number 14, Wyatt Thornton.
Wyatt officially 1 for 1 on the night. He doubled his first time up. Was hit by a pitch that drove in a run his second time up. Takes strike 1 at the letters, 1-1. Takes that one low and away, 2-1. 3-1.
Pitch count starting to run up a little bit as he's at 91.
Thornton awaits the 3-1 from Iman. Swings over top of that one. The count's full. Here's the payoff. That one's in the dirt, ball 4.
Now batting for 469, number 1, Carter Huffman.
So a 2-out walk puts a base runner on for Carter Huffman. First pitch swinging, hits this one in the air to short left field behind shortstop. Shortstop Nooney has it. That is the inning. Nothing across after 6. It's Greenbrier post 69 4, Charleston post 65 2. 7th inning on the way. You're watching Greenbrier post 69 baseball on the Greenbrier Valley channel.
Raynell Medical Center is excellent health care right at home. Primary care, behavioral health, dental, pharmacy, full-service lab, and more. At locations close to you in Raynell, Meadowbridge, Alderson, White Sulphur Springs, Maxwellton, Midland Trail, and Lewisburg. Call 304-438-6188. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Now batting for Charleston, number 1, Caden Johnson.
So it's 2, 3, and 4 for Charleston here in the top half of inning number 7. DP Seams back on for his second inning of work. Trying to nail down a 2-inning save.
Would have liked to seen maybe one more guy reach for Greenbrier in the last half of the inning to run up that pitch count a few more just in case they have to bat again. Maybe they could get a different pitcher out there.
Yeah.
He's pitched well.
Here's the 1-0 offering. That one stays inside 2-0.
Make him earn it. Don't put anybody on with a free pass.
That one's inside 3-0. Seems worked from behind most of the last inning. Battled back, did not give up anything. He's fallen behind 3-0 here. And that one misses outside. 4-pitch walk to start the top half of the 7th inning.
Now batting for 65, number 17, Cole Holstein.
So the tying run comes to the plate.
Holstein has reached on an air and flown to center.
Strike at the letters for strike one. Curveball right in there for strike two. So after a 4-pitch walk to start the inning, he's come right back. And he goes 0-2 on Charleston's the number 3 hitter. Just misses.
Good 0-2 pitch there.
Got him, strike 3. Nice pitch by DP. One away.
Now batting for Charleston, number 11, Cooper Nooney.
So Nooney will be the one-out batter.
He's walked, grounded out, and flew out to right. How about a double play to end it?
That would be glorious. The one pitch is high and tight. 1-1. Seems ready with the 1-1. Misses.
Wow.
Ooh.
He flinched. He wanted to call that one.
Here's the 2-1. Again, misses low. 3-1. Throw down to first. Johnson back in time. Charleston does have somebody warming in the bullpen, just in case we go to the bottom half of the inning. Here's the 3-1. That one's low, ball 4. And 2 of the first 3 have reached. Tying run is on base.
Now batting for post 65, number 23, Logan Thomas.
And I was just getting ready to say, maybe a good time for a visit, and here comes Hunter Ridgeway.
Yep. Two runners are on, one is out. You got the number 5 hitter, first baseman Thomas, who's 1 for 2 tonight.
And Thomas singled on a line drive to right and flew out to center.
Check of the runners. First pitch is in the dirt. Kicks away from DeHaven, but he corrals it quickly to keep the runners where they are. One 0 pitch misses low, 2-0.
Suddenly, DP really struggling to find the zone.
Here's the 2-0. Swung on and lined right to Thornton. Throw back to second. Double play. Ball game is over. Ball was hit on the screws, but Thornton right there to snag it. Throw on to second for the double play, and that is your ball game. Greenbrier wins by a final score of 4-2. We'll recap when we come back, talk to one of the coaches as well. 4-2 is your final. Greenbrier Post 69 with the victory. You're watching Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Most people don't realize that your health starts with your mouth and your teeth. Raynell Medical Center is pleased to offer dental care in 2 locations. Dr. Heather Heister is serving patients in our Raynell Dental Center, located just behind the Health Center. Dr. Darren Wadsworth and Dr. Dustin Yoakum are serving patients in the Maxwellton Dental Center. Our dental staff does a wonderful job of making patients feel comfortable. If you've not had a dental checkup within 6 months, make your appointment today.
Raynell Medical Center is excellent health care right at home. Primary care, behavioral health, dental, pharmacy, full-service lab, and more. At locations close to you in Raynell, Meadowbridge, Alderson, White Sulphur Springs, Maxwellton, Midland Trail, and Lewisburg. Call 304-438-6188. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Back now at Spartan Yards, where the Greenbrier Post 69 has won the opener of this doubleheader over Charleston Post 65 by a final score of 4-2. Well-played ball game, good pitchers duel. Joined now by Corey Mann, general manager of Post 69, also head baseball coach at Greenbrier East High School. Coach, good hard-fought win today.
Yeah, it's nice, to see them in a game battle, and both pitchers threw well, or all 3 pitchers really. DP kind of coming in at the end, and nice to see us, see some adversity there at the end, but at the same time execute and get our way out of it.
Right. I think that's Cam and I talked about this a little bit during the game. It seems like that's kind of huge for these young players to be able to fight through some adversity, fight through some jams, come out on the other side of it still on top.
Yeah, that's why we play these games, right? So, coming off a tough year, you want to see close games to get in those moments, and then us finally kind of execute and come out on top of it. And it's nice to see these young kids executing, and Wyatt Thornton had a heck of a game today for us, and that was nice to see as well.
Talk a little bit about Michael Booth. Pitched a really good game today, but your guys' decision to stick with him in the 5th inning when it looked like the fatigue was setting in, the pitch count was getting up around 100, he'd already given up 2 runs in the inning, to let him battle his way through, get those 3 outs, still with the lead. I think that's going to be a huge confidence boost for that young man.
Yeah, absolutely. Always kind of managing for the future as well, see what you can do. Summer baseball, obviously we're trying to win, but at the same time we're trying to get looks. And it's nice to see, the more kids face adversity and can battle through it and actually execute, it gives them a lot of confidence in the spring, and it allows me to manage a little better in the spring. If I know they can execute and get themselves out of jams, then maybe we can run them again, or if we got to go to the pen, we got to go to the pen. So just trying to see what we have, and where we go from there is a lot of decisions will be made off of what you see in these kind of games.
Right.
On the other side of that coin as well, you played 2 games Tuesday, you got 2 tonight, you got a busy weekend with a lot of baseball coming up. How difficult is it to manage that pitching, knowing you're going to have to use a lot of arms to get through a weekend? Yeah,
it's going to be real difficult. We're playing 2 7-inning games when we go to Logan, and now because we're making up the game that wasn't here, and then we're playing Charleston and Sissonville in 7-inning games. So we're playing 4 games that matters in 2 days with short pitching and a little bit small of a roster. So you're going to see some kids probably get some innings, and they're going to have to step up big that, you know, might necessarily in the moment have gotten that opportunity, but that's why you play to get opportunities. So it's going to be on those kids to see what they have and what we can do.
Is there any change in your plan in game there? Obviously, you had the lead. You brought in DP. Was that the plan all along, or was that just knowing you had the lead and wanted to make sure you finished it off?
That was more or less the plan all night. You know, he was available, and obviously games ones matter. So, you know, finishing off with him just gave us what I felt was the best chance to win tonight, and we really needed to win a game one. So that's where we went to and was the game.
We talked during the broadcast a lot, just the nature of summer ball. You've got a lot of guys out at times, a lot of guys on vacation or here and there, but got a pretty big roster over there tonight. How nice is it to have a full dugout tonight?
It is nice. You know, you kind of looked out through there, you're like, oh, we got some guys on the bench. You got somebody to talk to, and, you know, always trying to encourage them to get in the game a little more and focus and learn stuff while they're over there, but at the same time, they got to have fun. So, you know, it's this kind of stuff is, in my opinion, you know, it's great for kids. It's great for our community. The more they can be around each other and summer nights and playing ball, I know it means a lot to me, and I think it has a big impact in how they grow up and the atmosphere they're in and a part of.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little more. Obviously, you got Little League night tonight. I saw a lot of Little Leaguers out there. Some of them are playing in a state tournament and couldn't be here, but you did see a lot of them wearing their hats out there. You can smell the burgers and hot dogs going down there. So it's a beautiful night, even though we had some showers earlier. So this is kind of what you envisioned when you put this all together.
Yeah, absolutely. I love seeing, you know, the Little Leaguers, and I love seeing our all-star teams running around, getting ready to go to state, all excited as they should be, and I'm excited to watch them and see what they can do. But full ballparks, burgers, dogs, people having a good time, good baseball game, good baseball all the way around by both sides. Like that's exactly what I have envisioned, and hopefully it just continues to grow and get better as we continue doing this.
One thing we're seeing now with this young team, you know, we've said early on, and from the beginning of the season, how this team continues to battle. Now you're really starting to see in some of the dividends and the fruits. You've now won 2 out of your last 3 area games, and the games that count, with some big ones coming up. You're starting to see the confidence grow in this young group.
Yeah, and we're playing guys in a lot of different positions. You know, and there's guys in positions that haven't played a ton in those spots, and that excites me. I want you know, as many options as I can have. And what I like about these kids is like they don't care where they are as long as they're on the field. So if I tell somebody to catch, they're like, yeah, I'll catch, or go play center field. Yeah, I'll go play center field. It doesn't matter. And that's the kind of team that I want to manage, because you never know when bats are going to come and go, and the more options you got and you keep sticks in the lineups and kids can play everywhere, like you have a better chance of winning, especially at this level. So that's what we're aiming for, and you know, we're going to stick kids in positions, and I'm sure there's some people saying, why is this kid playing there? And that's fine. That's you can come ask me on the side and I'll tell you, but you know, we're just trying to give kids opportunities, and we coach baseball players. We don't coach said shortstops or said second basemen or said catchers or whatever it may be. We coach baseball players and expect them to go out there and be able to play baseball, and I think some of that's lost a little bit in our game, and I want our kids to know what's going on. If you're playing left field all the time, what's the second baseman do on a rotation when this ball's hit here or whatever it may be? So
I think that carries over a lot, too, in your lineup and your batting order. You've seen a lot of guys hitting all over the place this year. I think back to Steve Sabins, and I know you love him as much as I do. He says he has pitchers and out-getters and hitters, and that's it. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
There's no roles in the pitching staff. It's just you go out there and get outs, and wherever you're in the batting lineup, you get hits.
That's it. You know, give me a team full of competitors that don't care where they are, and you'll probably win a lot of baseball games. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get kind of the kids from overthinking, like, why am I hitting the 3-hole, or why am I hitting the 9-hole, or, you know, keeping that emotion out of it. And it's like, man, I'm in the lineup, let's go. Like, that's what I'm looking for with kids. Is like, I'm in the lineup, let's go. And then if I'm not in the lineup, like, what am I doing to work to get back in the lineup? You know, so work to get your opportunities. That way when you get your opportunities, you succeed. That's the biggest message I can give anybody.
One more thing for me about the community aspect we talked about. I know it took a lot of people tonight to get the field ready, to get those burgers going, and you're seeing a lot of people in this community step up and really support this Legion effort.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Josh Blankenship has mowed our grass for years for a little bit of nothing, and his company Terrain Works, like, give him a shout out. He's does a heck of a job. He makes his place look beautiful, you know, and you got volunteers in the concession stand, you got volunteers taking up money, you got volunteers cooking burgers, and, you know, without that, none of this is possible. You got Greenbrier Valley Channel putting us out there, like, thank you all, you know, and with all that stuff not happening behind the scenes, then nobody really knows this is going on. And if you don't know what's going on, then you're not going to come out to it, right? So, and I just thank everybody that comes out to it, because that money that we take up at the gate in the concession stand allows these kids to play. Because if it wasn't for that, then they wouldn't have the opportunity to play, because we wouldn't have the money to play. So it's just all community based, and it all feeds back to the community, and it's kind of like for the community, by the community type deal. And I'm a big promoter in that, and that's what I want to see.
Well, I think you're doing a good job there. The crowds we've had here, these home games have been great. You see a lot of the excitement. These young kids, it's a young team, but you can see the fight and the excitement. I think the future of baseball in eastern Greenbrier County is very, very bright.
Well, thank you, and great job by the staff tonight, too. You know, we got some young guys over there that's taking on some roles with managing games and managing pitching and getting fields ready themselves, and I'm like able to step back a little bit and just let them do their things. And I think they did a heck of a job as well tonight, managing that game and calling for pitching changes and right times and letting kids run a little longer than what they did. So Tanner and Hunter and Zach and everybody that's over there, they really did a nice job, and they're doing a real good job for us.
I do want to talk a little bit about one of your coaches, Braden Teeney. I mean, just 2 months ago, he was a teammate with some of these guys. He seems like a natural out there. It just seems like he's just taken to this role, and I can see him in that role in the future once his school days are over. Yeah, very, 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 very smart kid, very mature, very, very, very mature kid. Knows the game, pays attention. You know, you see, I'm sure if you watched any of our baseball this year, you saw me call some offensive timeouts, and then he goes and he called a big offensive timeout in this game, and we got a hit right after that. And it's, you know, the kid's smart, and he knows the game, and he knows the right times, and, you know, it's coaching's in his future if he wants it. I can tell you that. Like, he's organized, he's very on top of everything, and he's just as mature as they come. So I love giving him opportunities, because, you know, like I said, he could definitely be a head coach in the future if that's what he wants to do, but he's so smart that he's probably going to go do something that gets a little more better paycheck than that. But, you know, I just, yeah, he's a great kid, and he does a great job.
One of the things that really jumps out to me about him is, as you said, he was just playing with some of these kids not long ago, and it takes a special kid for them to really listen to him.
Absolutely.
When he was just their teammate, but you watch everybody over there in that dugout, when he talks, they're listening.
Yeah, and he's earned that respect by them, right? So that's special. You see all the times when you get that young coach turnover, and they're like, hey, you played with me last year, like, I'm not going to listen to you. But the way he's always gone about his business, and he's so professional, and, you know, he's always helping guys. So even when he was playing for us, he's taking time away from potentially him getting better and giving back to other guys. And I think they see that, and then now he's kind of in that coaching role, and they like that. He's their age, is close, but he's very professional in the way he goes about himself, and he's a solid guy that he's got a gift, and I'd love to see him use it.
Well, we appreciate you joining us this evening. We celebrate a big win, and just celebrate the return of baseball and summer baseball here in the Greenbrier Valley. It's been an awesome season to watch, be a part of, and we just look forward to this keep going.
Well, I thank you all for everything you do. I really do. And without you all, it's not possible. So I hope you all know how much I appreciate you all for doing this and putting us out there, and giving us your all's time.
Well, it's our pleasure. Coach Corey Mann here joining us here. When we come back, we will recap this game and wrap things up. Final score 4-2 tonight. Post 69 gets the win in a big area game against Post 65. We'll be back. You're watching Post 69 Baseball on the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Back now at Spartan Yards to wrap things up, where the Post 69 team wins its second area game in their last 3 area matchups. 4-2 tonight over Charleston Post 65. We expected a good ball game tonight. Cam, is exactly what we got.
Yeah, we definitely got one, and 2 starting pitchers that pitched really, really well, and then just a couple of key hits. Really, Charleston had more base runners due to the walks, but Greenbrier got the hits when they needed them most, and came out on top.
Final line tonight, Greenbrier Post 69 had 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Charleston, 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. The winning pitcher was Michael Booth, upcoming freshman, threw 5 innings tonight, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs. He walked 6, struck out 8. Losing pitcher tonight was GW product Iban, threw a complete game, 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 4. Now the Post 69 team turns to the road this weekend, weather permitting. 2 big games at Logan on Saturday, and then Sunday they'll be at Capitol again facing this Post 65 team and a Sissonville team that they've yet to face this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you look at it, you look at what happened tonight. This team's a team they could possibly beat again, and there's some winnable games in there. So should be a fun weekend. As Coach Mann said just a minute ago, going to have to use a lot of maybe some different arms, as there's not going to be a lot of guys available. But as you said, challenges create opportunities. So those challenges will give somebody an opportunity to step up into a new role, and it's going to be an interesting weekend. Hopefully the rain holds off and they can play a lot of baseball.
Now, I'm not sure about the Logan field. I do know Capitol has a turf field, so as long as you don't have a lot of thunderstorms or real heavy downpours, we should be able to get some games in on Sunday for sure. We do have one more home date. That is next Wednesday night, the 15th. They'll host Clendenin Post 61, another Kanawha team. They started the regular season against Clendenin. Very competitive games. They're going to end the regular season against Clendenin, so we look forward to that and hope to see everybody out here to Spartan Yards to support this team.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game. That was a great game over in Clendenin in the opener, so it'd be great to get them here at Spartan Yards and see some good baseball.
Yeah, we want to thank our sponsors who put this game on the air for us each week. We got Greenbrier Valley Fitness, Raynell Medical Center, Dave's Towing, Advanced Hydraulics, and Ronsevert Service Station. These games would not be possible without our sponsors. We thank each and every one of them. We want to thank Harry Vance for running things down at the control truck. Of course, we've got our great camera guys as well. We've got Joe and Matthew. For Cam Huffman, this is Mark Trump. Again, repeating tonight's final score. It was Greenbrier Post 69 4, Charleston Post 65 2. Good night, everybody.